Hello everyone, welcome back to Ilium Biology. Let's proceed with our next class, and today we are starting with the topic called as tumor. This is the first part of tumor where we would be studying about all the introductory things. See, first of all, what is tumor or neoplasm? Neoplasm is the second word for tumor. If I split the word neoplasm, neo means something new and plasm means growth. That means neoplasm or tumor is a new kind of growth. Now see, division of cells is always a coordinated and a regulated way. It happens in a regulated way. Whenever there is a cell division, it would be in a proper coordinated way. But due to some reasons, when this coordination between cells of division gets hampered, then the cell divides rapidly and divides in an uncontrolled and uncoordinated manner, which forms a mass of cells which is called as a tumor. So tumor is basically an abnormal, an unregulated, an uncontrolled and an uncoordinated growth of cells. Now these neoplastic cells, what are neoplastic cells? The tumor cells that are formed as a result of tumor formation. They lose the control and regulation of replication and they just divide rapidly in an uncontrolled manner and forms an abnormal mass of tissue. That abnormal mass of tissue is called as tumor or neoplasm. As you can appreciate in this figure how cells are rapidly dividing to form 2, then 4, then 6 and then repeated number of cell divisions lead to formation of a huge mass which is called as a tumor. If we go for an exact definition of tumor, then it goes like this: that tumor is a mass of tissue which is formed as a result of an abnormal plus excessive, then uncoordinated, autonomous, that means which is not under the control, and purposeless proliferation of cells. The cells proliferation is purposeless, without any purpose, because the cells which are formed as the result of rapid division, that is the tumor cells, will serve no purpose in the body. So this kind of cells are purposeless cells, and the differentiation is the proliferation is purposeless proliferation. And even after cessation of stimulus for the growth which caused it, see, there is always a stimulus for cell division. If we inhibit the stimulus for the cell division, cells won't divide. But in the case of tumor, even after stopping the stimulus for division, cells will continuously divide. As you can very well appreciate in this picture, these are normal cells which are properly placed and arranged in layers. But in a tumor, the proper regulated boundary is not followed and the tumor cells will form an abnormal mass. Now what is oncology? Onco is a word which means tumor. So basically oncology is the study associated with tumors. It's a branch of science which deals with the study of tumors or neoplasm. Now the next thing that we would discuss is contact inhibition. This is a very important property. See, what does the name signify? Inhibition because of contact. Inhibition because of contact. Listen to this carefully. Suppose these are 4 cells which are having a proper contact with the rest of 3 cells. All these cells are having a proper contact. Now because they are in a proper contact, so they would inhibit the uncontrolled division of themselves. That means all those cells which are in contact won't allow their uncontrolled division, because proper contact would always activate the tumor suppressor genes. Yes, tumor suppressor genes are those genes which are responsible for suppression of tumor or for suppression of uncontrolled division of cells. So whenever cells are in contact, as you can see in this figure, these are 5 cells which are maintaining a proper contacts amongst them. Whenever they show proper contacts, then the contact activates some genes called as tumor suppressor genes. As the names suggest, they would suppress the tumor. So activation of tumor suppressor genes won't allow the cells to undergo uncontrolled growth. So cells would always show a regulated controlled growth. In contrast, when the cells would lose their contacts, then the loss of contacts would not inhibit their uncontrolled growth, and that's why there would always be an uncontrolled growth that may lead to formation of tumors. So we can say that contact inhibition is the property of a cell by virtue of which its contact with the other cells inhibit their uncontrolled growth. Cells contact with the neighboring cells would always inhibit its uncontrolled growth, and tumor cells seem to lose this property, and that's why they divide in an uncontrolled and unregulated manner. Let's proceed with types of tumor. See, basically tumors are of two types, benign tumors and malignant tumors, and malignant tumors are called as cancers. So what is the difference between a tumor and a cancer? See, all types of tumors are not cancers. All types of tumors are not cancers, but all cancers are tumors. And which type of tumors are cancers? Malignant tumors are cancers. So all malignant tumors are called as cancers. So there is a difference between a tumor and a cancer. Now what are the difference between a benign tumor and malignant tumor? This thing is clearly evident by these figures. See, in the benign tumor, the tumor mass of cells has got a regular boundary. You can see properly a regular boundary, plus these kind of tumor will not invade into the neighboring tissue. But in malignancy, you cannot appreciate a regular boundary of the tumor mass, plus this tumor has now invaded into the neighboring tissues, and this property of malignancy, by virtue of which it can invade into the neighboring tissues, is called as metastasis. So the main difference between benign tumor and malignant tumor is the metastatic property of malignant tumor, by which it is invading into the neighboring tissues. If I differentiate amongst the two on the basis of growth, then benign tumor will always show a slow kind of growth, and it is always localized in its original location. It won't invade into the newer tissues. But in malignancy, the cells would rapidly divide, the tumor would rapidly grow, and it would spread via blood or lymph, because when these cells enter into any circulating fluid like a blood or a lymph, it would circulate along with them and would lodge themselves into new sites, and at those new sites it would produce a new kind of tumor, and this property is called as metastasis. Now if I talk about the surrounding tissues, in benign tumor the surrounding tissues get compressed because of the large mass of the benign tumor, but in malignancy the surrounding tissues are not compressed but are rather invaded by the tumor cells. Boundaries, in respect to boundaries, benign tumor will always show an encapsulation, or the boundary is a regular boundary which is very well circumscribed, but in malignancy you won't be able to find any proper regular boundary. These are poorly circumscribed and the boundaries are always irregular. In macroscopic features, if I look at the cells, you see in this figure of benign tumor, the tumor cells are closely resembling to the cells of its origin. That means these cells are the one which gave birth to the tumor, and these cells are closely resembling with the tumor cells. But in malignancy, the malignant cells, the tumor cells, are not resembling the original cells. So they don't usually resemble the tissue of origin, but in malignancy there would be a poor resemblance to tissue of origin. So that's the difference between benign and malignancy tumor. And if I talk about tissue damage, then it is very clear that a benign tumor would always produce a low scale damage, but a malignancy would be having a high scale damage to the tissues. And as we discussed earlier, every cancer is tumor, but every tumor is not cancer. So what kind of tumors are not cancers? Then the benign tumor are not cancers. Now again repeating the same thing, metastasis. Metastasis is the process in which cancer cells are carried by circulating blood or lymph to other parts of the body where they form secondary cancers. So they are called as the secondary cancers, which are formed as a result of metastasis. So in a short sentence, to summarize, metastasis is basically a distant spread of cancers, and it leads to secondary growth of cancers. Coming to the picture, this is a primary tumor, the original location of tumor. The tumor cells in this picture has invaded into the blood, and the blood has helped them to circulate to the new places. Like in this figure, these tumor cells has now entered liver and now is producing the secondary cancer. The secondary cancers are also called as metastatic tumors, and they are producing tumors in the liver now, which is not the original location of the tumor. Now if I collect the sample of such blood, then I can easily appreciate some tumor cells in this blood specimen, which would prove the things that the patient is suffering from tumor. Now all malignant tumors, listen to this carefully. All malignant tumors metastasize. They show the property of metastasis, but two tumors, just learn the name, two tumors will never produce metastasis, and they are gliomas of central nervous system and basal cell carcinoma of skin. So these are two exceptions, two malignancies which would never invade into new tissues. This is a picture of basal cell carcinoma, BCC of skin. It won't produce any secondary tumor. Thank you very much for watching us. Keep studying hard and stay connected for such informative lectures. Thank you very much for watching us.